Hello everyone, I am Lewis, you are watching Lost in Travel, and welcome on back here to Malta. Previously, I left the blizzard and weather of Iceland behind and headed somewhere a bit more tropical. Say hi to Malta, a rock with sublime cliffside views.
Gotta watch our step here.
Crystal clear waters.
Just can't get enough of that view behind me. The water in that Blue Lagoon section is so clear.
And a ton of evidence on the ancient civilization that roamed this Mediterranean paradise centuries prior. Upon arriving in Malta's capital, I swiftly moved over to the sister island of Gozo and got a stunning tour of the island by tuk-tuk, taking in all the views, eating and drinking local cuisine, and feeling very comfortable with our temporary home. However, the best was yet to come. Let's get ready for our Maltese adventure to one of the country's must-see destinations, the ancient city of Mdina.
I feel like a first kiss, can't miss kid in the candy store.
So good morning, hello everyone. Welcome on here to another day in Malta. It's another vlog and I cannot wait to bring you on today's adventure. We've still got a couple more days here on the island of Malta. And I've had my toast, we're ready. We've had quite a lazy morning, a lazy start to the day. It's probably about 10:30 right now, but the weather is looking a lot cooler than yesterday. It's looking like we're going to be able to go out and explore without burning ourselves. So I'm going to take you to one of the most ancient places here on the rock. If you like being in Birkirkara, give me a yeehaw!
You're as warm as the morning, first day of spring. There's a little bit of you in everything.
We're now just walking down Birkirkara. I've got to give you my overall opinion on the place that we're staying. So there's not really much here. You can definitely tell it's a local place to be. It's like the suburban area. Despite it being the largest city in Malta, I believe it's probably just been a coincidence. They just built all the cities and they're just like, oh, Birkirkara's our largest one, because really there's not really much to see here, but it's really good for being able to commute out. There's so many different bus stops, so that's how I'm able to get to Valletta easily. I'm able to get to Mdina easily, as we're going to show today. And I've got to say, even just being able to see how the locals live, like just seeing their everyday Maltese houses, like just for that I'm thankful that we chose to stay here in Birkirkara. Oh god, pronunciations are just not my strong point. Just as an example to show that Birkirkara does not really have that much stuff going on with it. This is probably the most famous part of the town. This is the old railway station behind me, and basically back in the past there used to be a railway line that ran through Birkirkara. There's actually a viaduct, so you do see the remains of the locomotive history here. It's just crazy to think that this island used to run with trains. Like when I was in Iceland, no trains whatsoever, but that's just due to the volcanic area there. But yeah, Malta, trains were a main source of transport, and the old railway station does just prove that. I've got to say, it definitely looks like I've entered like a cowboy territory just with this. It looks like I should be walking into the Wild West. No trumpets, everyone.
Wherever you're going, wherever you've been, I'll follow you around every bend. Follow you into the dark, throw your hair on down.
So welcome here to Mdina, everyone. We're here at the front gate, about to enter into the ancient city, apparently called the Silent City for many reasons, and I guess we're going to go find out. So we've literally only been in Mdina for about 5 minutes, but honestly it already feels like I've stepped back in time to the way the old Maltesians, I don't even know if that's a word, the area that they used to live. It honestly feels like we've just teleported right back to that era. Wow. This blue door was one of the areas where I wanted to visit the most here. We just stumbled across it as well. I was just walking down a nice alleyway and I was just like, oh, that's that blue door I've been seeing on Google Images when I've been doing my Mdina itinerary. And it just feels great just to be walking around and just seeing how traditional this place looks. I've already made my sister stop and take so many photos. Big yawns from Lauren, but it's so nice here because actually there's a lot of shaded areas, so the heat's actually not getting to us yet. So it's allowing us just to keep on walking down these quaint little streets and getting more photo shoots. Hey, Lauren, oh, she's not happy that I'm using her as my photographer today. You thought you could hide on me, fool.
Me walking.
You've got such a good walk. The birds are going mental at this one patch of greenery here in Mdina. You can tell that they're loving life.
When you opened up the door, I saw Molly. Then you smiled and grabbed my arm, and I felt Molly. Said you get off at 5:15, and we'll go meet our friends for drinks. When I pictured what that means, I just saw Molly.
You're just loving life at the moment, aren't you? So for our lunch we went to Fontanella's Tea Garden. We got recommended that by Bianca, who I met yesterday, only by her on Instagram. Thank you for the recommendation. I had a lemon cheesecake and it was amazing. The view also topped it from the top. The only thing that let us down was how windy it was. God, that was a very hectic place to eat our cheesecake, but at least the view was worth it. One thing I've been loving so far about exploring Mdina is the fact that sometimes you can get alleyways like this all to yourself, and that is definitely when I feel like I've just been teleported right back in time. Malta's got such a vast history that I just did not know about until I came out here, and just walking down these streets, it's just making me think back to the original way they used to live when horse and carriage are coming towards us right now. God, Stefan. You get run over by horse and carriage when you're walking down these streets. Listen, I know this is basically my second full day here in Malta, but I've got to say, Mdina I think is my favourite part of the trip so far. It's definitely a me type place. It's not that large. We've probably been exploring this for about 2 hours, but if you're not really into photography or that, you can probably get around this in about half an hour to 45 minutes. It's quite simple. You just walk around, but if you do want to just spend your time just chilling out, it is very peaceful here because it's limited cars. I think it's only the locals that stay here that can actually bring their car in, so you do get most alleyways to yourself. Like my sister said to me, it's not cars you've got to watch out for in here, it's horse and cart, and honestly that just makes it so quaint and authentic to walk through. But anyways, we're now going to be heading to our next destination on this trip. Follow me and I'll take you there. So we've just left Mdina and we're now in the town of Rabat. Not the one in Morocco, but gotta say, this is where I think the majority of people live now. So they've left Mdina, the ancient city, they've now lived here, which is now close by. And I've got to say, it still keeps that charm and elegance to it. The streets are still just so stunning, and I'm already just getting lost, just staring up and just looking at the architecture here. I'm right in with the locals, and I've got to say, they've got quite the place to stay. Guys, behind me may be the quaintest street in the whole of Malta. And I think it's a hidden gem. There's nobody here. We've got it all to ourselves, and it's just because I just stumbled across it. I've got to say, I really like the light blues. As you see, I'm a light blue guy. I love light blue. So seeing lots of the doors and a lot of like the window panels. This is tremendous.
Taller than mountains, you wrapped me in.
Another amazing thing about this quaint street is because it's not preserved, because locals live here, we're just walking about and I can hear the locals inside and cooking, just doing all the traditional lifestyle stuff here. And here I am just getting photos outside their house because I think it's the prettiest thing I've ever looked at. Oh god, I'm obsessed with this place. This local church must light up like a Christmas tree with the amount of lights they've got on it. This has definitely been one of my favourite parts of the trip so far, just being able to walk around local Rabat and loving life. Another part that I'm just loving about all of this is just, I think Malta is so underrated, it's so underappreciated. It's quite a hidden gem of Europe, to be honest. Like, I knew it was going to have some influences from Africa because of where it is geographically. I knew it was going to have some influence from Italy because of move over here and because of how close it is to Sicily. But I don't really feel like people know much about Malta, so we've just been able to walk around, just seeing all the local streets. This is the way you learn, this is the way you understand and appreciate the culture of the country, and I've done that a lot today.
Oh, bang my head. God damn it. Oh, damn. I just banged my head again.
Lauren, tell everyone what you're laughing at.
He just banged his head for the 5th time.
Mind the step, but also pinch your head. So we have just been to St. Paul's Catacombs, which is one of the most important things to visit in Rabat. And I gotta say, it really showed us the history of the burial sites in Malta. And it was a lot bigger than we anticipated it to be. We spent a good hour in there. There was like 23 catacombs, and I gotta say, you've got to mind your head. Unlike a special someone who banged their head, let's say about 18 times. So right now we're just sitting here on someone's doorstep, fingers crossed they don't come out, as we await a bus because time is a-cracking and I've got one more thing I want to see before we end today. And last but not least, welcome here to Dingli Cliffs.
Why can't we be friends? If it's so much easier before we got our feelings hurt, and I can't pretend that it's easy. Why